Welcome back to another episode of the Leeds United Career Mode here in March. After a 2-2 draw with Newcastle, we now have another scout report. And if you have been watching, they have been absolutely awful. I'm almost not going to waste my time just rejecting them because they only have one more month left in them anyway. If you are enjoying the series, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. And just drop a comment below saying something. I don't care what you say. But Brazil has nothing. England has nothing. I'm hoping French has something. I mean, there's just nothing here. These scouts are absolutely horrific. I'll just let them continue doing whatever they do. I doubt we get anything next month. Anyway, we are currently sitting in 15th in the league. We are somewhat surviving relegation. We are now only 5 points off of relegation after a somewhat tough stretch. We had Newcastle. We obviously had City, in which we lost 6-1. Now, my aim is to try and get into mid-table, and with 11 games left to go, it's entirely possible. City are still going to end up in winning the league. They're up by 8 points with a game in hand. That can go to 11 points if they win that game. Arsenal are in a top 4 battle with Villa and possibly Chelsea as well, and then United as well is also in there. And Liverpool are just kind of no man's ground. They could easily get knocked out, but they can also push on for a title. It'll be very interesting into the season. We have Leicester City up first in this episode, 38 points, 10 points ahead of us. We are going to go ahead and jump into it and try and string some results together. We have Arsenal in a couple of days, so that'll be tough. I don't know if that was English. I forgot to change it to overcast. That's interesting. Sinisterra, an absolutely awful player. He's gone definitely next season.
Good use of advantage by the referee.
Rutgers now on the left-hand side. He's going to look to find Brendan Aronson, who lays it off for Sinisterra, who loses the ball.
Keep the opposition at bay. Right, something has changed at St James's Park, but let's get details by joining Alex.
Jamie Vardy, good ball into Meslier.
Nice build-up play, and when the space opened up, boy, did he take it well.
Christensen over the top for Francisco. Francisco can run. He has the space and the pace. He finds Brendan Aronson, who lays it off for Rutter, who takes a touch and finds the back of the net, and Leeds United had the lead. Within the first 10 minutes, we're up 1-0.
Well, he wasn't going to waste this chance. 1v1 against the...
Soumare.
Bertrand. Jamie Vardy intercepted beautifully by Tyrone Mings, but it's still in the path. Meslier makes the first save, second save not having to be made. Jamie Vardy comes off his head and it's offside. Meslier, Tyrone Mings keeping us alive here.
Well, he must have realised he was offside.
But Tyrone Mings and Joe Gomez have to come up big again. It's Harvey Barnes crossed in. Nobody's there to stop that one. And it gets past Meslier, and it's 1-1 for Leicester. It's Shrewsbury Horror to score the equalizer.
So a level contest, 1-1.
Jamie Vardy,
Oh, a lovely ball.
Soumare, Shrewsbury Hall. It's 2-1 for Leicester.
They simply cannot stop
For
it,
fuck's
and
sake.
no wonder he's enjoying himself. So on with the match. 2-1 is the scoreline. What's going to...
Rutter, Sinisterra, Brendan Aronson. Brendan Aronson equalizes quickly off a kickoff goal. It's 2-2.
They carry the momentum.
Tyrone Mings, Jamie Vardy into Harvey Barnes, and Harvey Barnes regains that lead for Leicester. We got to start getting results, and these are not the results we need. We need wins. We're just not getting them. We're just playing like absolute ball sack.
It's a good-looking ball.
Jamie
in
Vardy.
behind. Harvey Barnes. Well, that takes the wind down.
Castagna now, Leicester City, they want that fourth. They might get the fourth. They do. It's a hat trick for Shrewsbury Hall. And that might just be the L for us.
Simply can't handle him. So the current scoreline 4-2. Sumare on the ball.
Jamie Vardy. Shrewsbury Hall, he wants more. He has already had 3. Tyrone Mings stops it, but that will be game over. A 4-2 loss here against Leicester City. And which would seem like it's going to be a bright start for us. A great first half from us, a terrible second half. And we lose 4-2. We're right back into this relegation race already. Brentford at home. Sinistera has been dropped. He's on the bench now for the rest of the season. And he's luckily I don't have any more players because he would be absolutely reserved. He has been transfer listed as well. I'm trying to get rid of him as quickly as possible for next season. But now we focus on Brentford. They are 8 points below us. This is a must win to at least create some space between one of the relegation side teams. We need to win. Francisco. Into Brendan Aronson, lays it off for Weston McKennie. Weston McKennie across the face of the net, and it's out for a corner. And we are the worst defensive team. 64 goals conceded this season in only 28 games. That's absolutely horrific. Weston McKennie. Rutter won't find the header. Connor Gallagher back to Weston McKennie. Weston McKennie crossed in. It doesn't really necessarily fall for Rutter. Weston McKennie. Connor Gallagher. Brendan Aronson, he'll lose the ball.
Johan Wisa.
Sakata now.
Sotoka.
Wisa. And Brentford have the lead.
The goal for 1-0.
You just gotta be kidding me.
Are back underway and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next.
Sakata. Christensen saves. Francisco now on the cut. Lays it off for Connor Gallagher. Connor Gallagher in for Brendan Aronson. No. Second ball for Rutter. Yes. Now in for Nato. That won't come to tuition. We get a corner though. And our last chance in the first half to get something out of it. And it falls straight to Raya. And we go to halftime down 1-0.
Well, as they get the ball right.
Hickey. Firpo. Sakata. Torres. Out wide for Hickey. Hickey. Brentford want the win. Brentford might get the win. It's cleared off the post. Harrison has to win that. No, he slides the other way. Brentford still have it. Brentford might win it still. Tyrone Mings says no, and we might have to accept a draw. We will have to accept a draw. And I don't think that's a fair draw at all. We were on the forefront the entire second half. We just couldn't get into the back of the net. And it's a 1-1 draw against a relegation side.
Well, with the season
Connor Gallagher in for Brendan Aronson. Brendan Aronson now. Brendan Aronson whipping across for Rutter. Bicycle kick into Weston McKennie. And it's 1-0 for Leeds. It's a beautiful assist from Rutter, I guess you could say that. Into Weston McKennie. He blasts into the back of the net and we have the lead. There's something about EA. When you play against Big Six clubs, you either get absolutely thrashed or you beat them.
1-0 it is.
And there's still enough time for either one of those to happen. Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard. Gabriel Jesus. Jorginho on the rebound, and it's 1-1. It might be impossible, though. Reece Nelson. Reece Nelson. Crossed in. Odegaard. It falls to Meslier. On the floor quickly into Joe Gomez. Out to Francisco. Francisco into Rutter. Rutter into Aronson. Brendan Aronson to take the lead. Brendan Aronson has the lead, and Leeds United are in front. It's 2-1. It's not going to be a Brentford. We actually take control and we actually score.
This is counter-attacking
Something we
football
just
at
didn't
its
want to
very
do
best.
against
And
Brentford.
there's certainly no doubt about the finish. He really hits it with power and accuracy. Nothing the keeper can do about that.
What a big... Well, with 5 minutes remaining and just 1 goal between them. Still...
Gabby Jesus is through in the middle. Gabby Jesus against Tyrone Mings. Intercepted the pass. Falls to Odegaard. Back to Jesus. Into Martinelli over the bar.
Well, they're doing their best.
Throw on for Gomez.
Well, it's a decent effort, but they're still trailing. They need something special here.
Out wide for Francisco. He heads it in for Ben Seguir, who lays it off for Aronson. Now for McKinney, out wide for Harrison. Harrison cross in. Ben Seguir! 2-1. And Leeds United beat Arsenal. It's a massive win. Away at the Emirates. It's a massive 3 points, and Ben Seguir gets on the score sheet.
No shortage of goals on this match.
It's a massive result, especially after drawing against Brentford. We come here at the Emirates and take down Arsenal.
Oh, lovely ball. Well,
And that's game over. Trossard was offside. We win 3-1. And that will be the end of the episode. We ended with all 3 results. A 4-2 loss against Leicester. A 1-1 draw against Brentford, which we should have won. We should have probably won all 3 of these games. Leicester took control in that second half. And then a 3-1 massive win against Arsenal in the league. When we come back, we have Nottingham Forest, Brighton, and Fulham. And then after that, we might end up wrapping up the season there. It all depends on how these 3 games go. We sit 13th in the league. We are 5 points safe from 18th place, which is Bournemouth. Bournemouth, Southampton, and Brentford are looking like they are going down. Brentford is for sure going down. I don't think they can even get back up. City are going to win the league. They're 11 points clear off of Liverpool. Liverpool, Man United, Chelsea, Arsenal, and Aston Villa are all in the top 4 race. I would necessarily put it down to Chelsea and Arsenal and Aston Villa in that race. They are all level on points. Chelsea do have a game in hand. Actually, everybody has a game in hand over Arsenal and Aston Villa, so that will be tough for Arsenal. That loss against us is a massive loss for them. I will see y'all next episode. Leave a like, subscribe, and peace out.